pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense comes onto the field first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have... careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
The Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Reels it in down the left side. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Graves. Out of the backfield, he's open.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keep keeps it on pace for success.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. They'll go back to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Tootin. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. They get enough push, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Quickly to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Liberty. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking left. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Going to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
They're working that left side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Graves. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Unsuccessful second down, and now we're immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Rides the back on the option, the give. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Pulls it in. It's Silver. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they're not on the same page there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've stalled out a bit in the red zone. Just a couple of field goals on 3 previous trips. Now to get it in on 2nd and goal. Dances away. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Graves. Looking for the score. Big fella moving. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And a 4th and goal situation. Bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up 14 over Sam Houston. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second...
Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Volunteers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Graves. There's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. It's not there. Just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
It's complete on the right side. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on a Sunday. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop, turnover on downs.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Graves. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Now improvising. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Working the middle, it's complete. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to pass. It's Graves. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And that's a play that defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moreno. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 24 over Navy. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the... Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. It's going to catch a big fella.
The play action fake. Bringing the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. First and goal. The And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the stomping has commenced.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Caught over the middle. It's Henson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great. defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Off the RPO, complete. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the punishment has been extended.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 27 over Liberty. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle. It's Henson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll try it over the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive to them.
And the Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Silver. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap